guys, welcome back to the bibliothèque. If you are new here, my name is Ivy and I love to read. I read all the time. When I'm free, when I'm bored, to pass time, I read. Yeah. And so before I start this video, I just want to wish you guys a happy February. It's Valentine's and there's a bunch of other shit. And then also my birthday, which is this month, which is awesome, I love this month so much. And yeah, so today in this video I am going to be doing another book recommendation, and the trope that I am going to be doing is friends to lovers. These are friends people who have been friends for a while, maybe they're new friends, old friends, BFFs, and then they decided that they want more. So the first book that I want to recommend is a personal love of mine. It's part of a series called the Sterling Shaw series. The Sterling Shaw series, every time I hear of this series, just my heart it beats a little faster. I love this series so much, and this book is amazing. It's called Triple Dare. So basically there are two best friends. They've been best friends since like kitambo, since they were very young. Yeah, so they have this thing, you know, when you dare someone and then they double dare you, and then these guys got the extra step to triple dare you. Now the triple dare is mad. Like when they triple dare each other, not other people, it's just amongst themselves. So when they triple dare each other, you have to do it, and if you don't do the triple dare, then they have these boxes that have all their secrets and everything. So the fine or the consequence of not doing the triple dare as told is to give up your box. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I think that's a good brief backstory on that. So yeah, and so the triple dares were funny, and some were daring, and some were just, you know, and they really got, like, they're best friends, but they also, like, you know, sometimes they get on each other's nerves, and it's not all like CG laughs and nini like other ninis. So yeah, so that is Triple Dare. I don't think there's anything else I can say about it other than, also the girl was also she was also like a really cool, fun chick. She had tattoos, and you know, she was not your average, you know, nice girl. She was like sort of a bad girl. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so read Triple Dare, it's awesome. Also read the Sterling Shaw series. I feel like I'm going to do a whole video one day about the whole series, because it's one of my favorite series. So the second book that I am going to be recommending, the other Friends to Lovers, is titled His Unlikely Lover by Natasha Anders. So this book is also part of a series. The series is titled, no, it's the series, yeah, the series is titled Unwanted, the Unwanted series. It's the last book. Yeah, it's the last book in the series. And so it's this guy and this girl. This one's pretty typical. It's the guy is a player, and the girl is actually a tomboy. She's not into the whole, you know, into the whole like girly stuff. One day at a party, she gets really drunk, and so this guy comes to, like, he looks for her sometimes just to check if she's okay. And so he finds her drunk, and then she's like, let's dance. And then when they're dancing, this chick has always liked the guy in more than just a platonic way. So she kisses him, and so this guy's like in shock, like, what are you doing? We are not supposed to be doing this. And so also anapeleka this chick to a room so that she can just like sleep off the alcohol and nini. But then he can't stop thinking about this. In the morning, he's just waiting for this chick to wake up so that they can talk about it. But because last night when he kissed her, he sort of like he acted like he didn't want anything like romantic with her, and so the girl's feelings were sort of hurt. And so in the morning she was like trying to avoid this guy nini, and yeah, and so eventually they're going to talk it out. And yeah, I do not want to go past that because I might give like a whole spoiler, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, so basically that's how it goes. Yeah, This book, I don't know why I liked this series. There was something really special about it. I just don't remember what it was. But if I don't forget a book, I feel like that book was outstanding in some way. So I've never forgotten all three books because it's a series of three. His Unlikely Lover was a really, really good book that I loved and I enjoyed. And yeah, so that's another Friends to Lovers book that you can read and enjoy. Yeah, so the third book that I am going to get into is titled, and I need to check, Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. So this book is basically their new friends. The girl lived in this apartment. They're like apartments, and then opposite her apartment there was also another guy. Now this guy used to go to that balcony and he used to play his guitar, and she would go up on jet, pretend to be reading or doing something, and she just listen to him play his guitar. And so this chick had a boyfriend, and so she finds out that the boyfriend and his best friend, who was also a friend of hers, were cheating on her. And so she gets mad. I don't remember how did she find out. I think she found out on her birthday. I think, ouch, she found out on her birthday. And then yeah, so she packs her bags and then she's out of the house. She has nowhere to go and she can't call her parents. Yeah, so this guy from the apartment, the opposite apartment, he sends one of the roommates, because he had some roommates, to get this chick and to get this chick and to so that she can come over. So the girl went to stay up with him, and yeah, and they were like good friends. But there was also like, let me tell you, there was no, in this book there was no sexual content whatsoever, like nothing at all. Even when they did finally do the deed, it was never described. We were just like told it was about to happen and then skip to the after. Yeah, but let me tell you, the intensity, guy, these guys were so intense. Hata wakiangaliana, bro, like I just felt it was so intense. Like their feelings were Colleen Hoover she did them justice. Anyway, it was that awesome. It was really intense. Their feelings were just like, they had really strong emotions. This book was awesome. It was not an adult romance. I would give it a young adult vibe because they were not really that like old. They were youngish. So yeah, that was really good book. So the other book I want to be recommending is also a part of a series. I actually read a lot of series I've discovered just now. It's called Make Me by Tessa Bailey. It's part of the series called Broken Beautiful. So in the first book, see, there are three guy best friends and three girls who are not best friends, but they're sort of roommates. They are roommates. And so when in the first book, when the boy and the girl link, like it brings the friend group together. And so in the last book, this guy had always liked this girl, but he felt she was very fragile. She was rich. She was from a rich family, so he felt she was fragile, and he worked in construction. Guy, let me tell you, wow. This guy used to work in construction, so he was like, he was just like a rough guy, and so he felt this girl was too fragile for him and his lifestyle. He was also not wealthy, so he felt this girl would not like be accustomed to his life and things like that. The rest of the people knew that this guy liked the chick, but the chick didn't know. But eventually she finds out, and then and then the book goes on, and then until finally they become lovers. And I really liked this series. I really liked it. I think this book was my favorite in that series, The Broken Beautiful. The other book that I'm going to be recommending is called Kaleidoscope by Kristen Ashley. This book is they were old friends, and then they were separated for like a while, and then they met again. And so when they met again, they were much older and things like that. And so I'm like, it's a sort of like friends with benefits, friends to lovers, and also like a second chance trope. I'd say it fits those two tropes. So when they were friends before, this guy used to date the best friend of this girl, but he connected more with this chick because they used to talk about political stuff and deep stuff, and this other girl was all about partying and making appearances and things like that. So yeah, so eventually the best friend of this chick broke up with the guy. I think he was hurt, so he ended his friendship with this girl as well, and this girl felt bad, and now they moved on. Now they come to meet like years later. I mean, they meet this guy is he a bounty hunter? He's a bounty hunter or a detective, and he's on a case in that town that she's in. And yeah, and so they link and they talk and they catch up, and then and then they finally decide to explore the romantic relationship that they feel for each other. Yeah. So it was a really good book. The next book that I am going to be recommending is called Friendzone by Aurora Bell. I have read an Aurora Bell book. I don't remember which one, but she's a really good author. I like her books. So Friendzone is basically, this girl has a boutique. She runs a boutique, her own boutique, and then across her boutique, like kivuka barabara, across her boutique, there's a nightclub. And so the owner of the nightclub, or she just used to see this guy, really nice guy, good looking, in a suit. At the same time, every day he would come out of the club and smoke a cigarette, and he would never smile. He was never happy. He was all brooding. See, we love brooding, guys. Anyway, he would come smoke a cigarette and then a brooding dad. So she goes to like her this place where she goes to get her candy. Yeah, she goes to get candy. So she goes and she goes and writes a message, and then she tells this guy, when this mwenye anafanya hapo kwa shop, when this guy comes to smoke, when he goes outside to smoke, give him this and don't tell him it's from me. And so she does that, and so when the guy goes to smoke, the guy from the shop goes, gives him candy, and he's like, someone sent this to you. And so he opens the note and then he laughs for the first time. That is so cheesy. I'm smiling, but it was cute. Don't judge me. I like these things. So yeah, so he laughs and then he goes back inside. And so eventually, like after some hours, one of the guys from the club comes and says he's looking for the one who wrote the note. And then like, how do you know it's someone from here? And then kumbe, she wrote using stationery, like a paper, written the name of the boutique. So she goes and then she finds this guy, and then this guy is like anakatwa amejam. He wants to give this aura of like, I'm not interested, because he thought this chick was making a pass at him. And he's like, I don't like you. I'm just that friendly. I just saw you never smile, and I thought, no, I should just someone should tell you need to smile more, because that's what the note said, that you need to smile more or something. I don't remember, but something about him smiling. And so yeah, and so he says, so the chick is like, I'm not making a pass at you or anything, so we be friends. And so see, the guy agrees, but when she goes, he's shocked, because no girl has ever wanted to just be his friend. And he sees this chick is genuine, she has no interest in him whatsoever, and so they become friends. So he's basically friend zoned. That's why it's called friend zone. As they continue being friends and just talking and nini, he likes this girl, and eventually, yes, they link and they become lovers, and that is that. So the last book, fun fact, this is my first Wattpad book. It's called Will I Always Be Just a Friend? So will I always be just a friend? Well, my first Wattpad book, I like it a lot. I don't know the author, but I don't know, yeah, but I think you can find it. So yeah, so this book is about two BFFs. So this, the popular guy, and then this girl is not so popular, but because she's best friends with the popular guy, she's not at least down there in the high school circles and any. Yeah, so this guy was also a player. This popular guys who just sleep around with all the girls in high school and any. If the girl he was dating treated his best friend badly, or if she complained about them spending time and any, she would have to go. That's go, like that. Now this girl had always liked the guy, and the guy had never shown any interest, and so she was just like, no, she was hurt that he was dating other people, but she had no claim over him, so it was like cool like that. And so eventually they just, when they're just like interacting as best friends, they do some, some things that will be done in a romantic relationship, and then it just complicates their friendship, and then there's a lot of drama. It had a lot of drama, and it was very interesting. Well, it's a teen romance, but it's also quite explicit, 18 plus to 16 plus. Yeah, but it was really good book. I liked it. This one I recommend fully. Oh my god, this book I think got me hooked on teen romance and Wattpad in high school, so it's a recommendation that I am giving. And if you're reading Wattpad and you have not read this book, check it out. It's awesome. I loved it. Yeah, and now we're at the end of the video, so you know what to do. If you like books, if you're a bookworm and things like that, and you're looking for your next bomb ass book, subscribe to my channel. Comment down below which book you liked, or which one you've read, or which one you are looking to read. Yeah, and hit the like button. And I think that is that. I have nothing else to say. So happy February to everyone. Happy Valentine's. Happy birthday to me. Ciao. Adios.